Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where we discuss, typically we discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. But today we have one of those rare non-LEGO reviews. I have another Pantasy set that they've sent me. I think this is the third one. They reached out and offered me this Steampunk railway station. It's set 85007. They said, is this something you'd like to review? And I said, you know what? It does look interesting, so let's take a look. So my wife and I built this 2 nights ago, and it definitely is different than any of the other things. The first thing that really jumped out at me when I first opened the package was all of the bags that just shone. There was a lot of bling in there, and you can see that. I hope it's coming across on the camera. All of these pieces up here are kind of a gold chrome, and it really stands out. So it's a real eye catcher, first off, that way. It is exactly what the name says. It is a steampunk railway, and it has a few different functions to it. So I'll quickly go through those. But initially, I thought I'd quickly just talk about the build experience. This set, I would say, is definitely much more technically challenging than the other two. The last one I did was that retro PC, and then before that we did the cabin, and those were not too difficult, but this one certainly had some components that were definitely more advanced. So that is one thing to keep in mind. I wouldn't recommend getting this for an 8 or 10-year-old kid, because I believe a child like that would really struggle. It is certainly a display set. It's not one that is easily moved. Not that you would move a lot of LEGO buildings, but because of the way that it is built kind of modularly, these parts and this attached to the back using like a Technic style pin and hole method. So it's not super easy to move. So once you get it in place, that's probably generally where you're going to want to keep it. So it has functionality where these side panels actually come out and go like that, and they slide up here, so you can actually see a little bit more into the station, or if you want it more compact, you can just put these back very simply. So I think that's kind of a neat feature that allows you to display it in a small space, but if you want to show more detail on the shelf or whatever, you have that option. It also has some functionality. You've got the revolving door here, and you can see that turns the clock and the gear piece up there. You can also move those as well, and they're all connected. So we'll go ahead and turn it around, show you the train. Hopefully it won't slide off. You can see it's plenty stable. However, it has this elevated train, which is kind of a neat touch. That's probably, I guess I would say, if I had to pick, kind of the biggest issue with the set, is that the track is very limited, not too far before it starts to fall off. So you don't really get any sort of, track to run this on or anything like that. It's really, another reason why I say it's for display. But it's got some neat functionality in here. On the train, underneath, there's the motor, and there are the pistons that you can actually see turn through there. But it's got a lot of neat little detail. We can take the train out of the way here. So you can see into the station. So it does not come with any minifigure or character. It is all just the building, and then the little components. There's like a coffee cart. There's like a luggage cart. So some of those things. But it doesn't come with any figures, and I don't think that takes away from the set, because I think a lot of fans maybe have their own sig fig or their own characters that they would like to use. But it is fully compatible. I do like the way that they have these pieces, which I've not seen anything like this before, that make this see-through canopy. So I think that is a really cool piece. There's a couple of pieces in here that were kind of unique, and I've not seen them. So I think they're unique to the Pantasy sets, and they allow you some different build techniques. For example, there's a a 1x2 plate that has studs on both sides, so it allows you to connect bricks going in other directions. So kind of some interesting and different options that allows you. Now I'm fully aware that, you know, there's a certain set of people that this just is not for them. You know, you only stick with one brand, one theme, whatever, that's completely fine. But I think these are interesting to see kind of what else is out there, and it gives us an option to just see, is there things we can expand? So if you have a more modern city, a steampunk theme may not, you know, fit with what you're trying to do. But, you know, I could see if you know, maybe had something that was eclectic, or, you know, a Victorian style, or even an old West town. I could see this, you know, working. Even if you wanted to modify, you know, and have this line up to a, you know, an existing train you have, I could see some options where you could do that. I don't know if you could necessarily mod this to work as a train, but you could still use the station. So I think it's a good build. It was quite interesting. Like I said, it was challenging. I think my wife found it much more challenging than I did, but I think some of that has to do with, you know, the normal builds I do. She sticks a lot with flowers, some of the more simpler things. That being said, I asked her, I said, well, did you still enjoy it? And she said she did. She said she enjoyed that challenge, but, you know, it is something that, you know, could be an issue for people that maybe don't have that experience, or younger builders, as I mentioned earlier. But all of the pieces, there's no stickers, so everything that has a print on it, or, you know, writing is a print. It's all pad printing, which is one of the nice things I really like about their sets. You know, and the build experience, everything, you know, flowed just like you would expect. So yeah, that's going to do it. If you are interested in picking this up, it is available on Amazon through Pantasy's site. It is, I believe, $109.99, so $110. There is a discount code that I will put below. It is Jason Station, so I guess now not only am I a discount code, I'm a station. But you can go ahead and enter that and get a discount on this set if it's something you're interested in. So I'd like to thank Pantasy for sending me this free copy to review. Now, they have not paid me beyond that, and all opinions are my own. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Jason's Bricks in 5. Happy building!